The world-famous Dunedin Study is getting unprecedented attention through a new television documentary series. It follows the launch of a museum exhibition about the research, and Professor Richie Poulton joins us now to talk about it. Good evening.
Evening, Holly.
And for those who don't know, can you tell us a bit about the Dunedin Study and what it is?
It's a study of 1,000 people, just over 1,000 people who were born in 1 year in the early 70s. They've been assessed and measured on everything almost you can conceive of since birth, and they've been repeatedly brought back to Dunedin to be assessed. They run through a whole day of a whole suite of assessments where they poked and prodded and measured everything under the sun. And over the years we've managed to publish approximately 1,200 papers or books or book chapters about many aspects of human health and development. This has led to better policy formulation or formation, both in New Zealand, across the social sector ministries, that's health, social development, education and justice, and also led to or informed policy formation and practice all around the developed world. So similar jurisdictions to ours, Australia, America, the UK. So that's why it's talked about a lot these days in general terms, but of course you've noted that we've got a bit of flurry of activity around us at the moment, and that's largely due to this quite fantastic series that Razor Films, owned by Mark McNeil, have put together four-part documentary series.
So tell us a bit more about that.
It starts off, the first program beginning tomorrow night on TV1 is about the importance of the early years for how life turns out down the track. The second program focuses a lot on nature-nurture interplay, that big issue of is it nature or is it nurture? And of course the answer is it's a bit of both, interacting together. The third program focuses on the development of antisocial behaviour and criminality and violence. And the last program focuses on problems of modernity. So far it's been sold or will be seen in at least 75 countries around the world. In fact, it was sold to that many countries even before it was finished, which I'm told is unheard of. And the producers are trying to get the best buyer in the United States and the UK, and then I think we can probably justifiably claim that it'll be seen in most parts of the world.
And what do you think is the most significant finding from the study?
Impossible to say. I mean, 1,200 reports, it's invidious to try and choose a particular finding, but I can point to a couple of findings that have drawn a lot of attention around the globe. The first being the research that was a genuine first in the world to map how nature interacts with nurture, to determine in our first paper who repeats the cycle of violence, in the second paper who becomes depressed in the context of life stress, in the third paper who becomes psychotic having used cannabis during adolescent years. So those papers were really at the cutting edge, and that spurred a lot of other research around the world. So that's certainly a useful way of pointing out some high impact work. I mean, the one on depression was voted to be the second most important scientific breakthrough in the world for any branch of science in 2003.
Prof. Richie Poulton, sorry we're there, but thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure.